Autopsy time. So 313 came and went. It got concluded. It was worth the wait for the most part because some of us, the main card started at 5 a.m. So we had to wake up and do all those things. But because we're fans, that's not even an argument or a complaint. Did it deliver? Yes. Did our predictions become accurate? No. Because when I'm looking at it, I'm one, two, right? Two, three. 3 out of 5, which is not bad, but I mean, that's fine. You're not watching this video to bad. What did I think of UFC 313? It was cool. I mean, we started with an insane spinning heel kick from Mauricio Rufy, who forms part of the Fighting Nerds, and he knocked out King Green. I'm not sure if King Green can keep taking these knockouts, or the older you get, like a lot of things leave. I mean, Chael Sonnen will tell you that the last thing to leave is power. And I feel like we're at the point where speed is leaving because King Green is known for fighting with his hands down. And for the most part, it works. But these the new up and coming generation pretty much sees through that. And that's what happened here. I think Mauricio Rufy saw that, okay, he's going to keep fighting like this. So let me just throw something in there. And his heel connected flush with King Green's dome, and that's all she wrote. And as a fight fan, I don't know, man. It takes a lot of guts to walk into the cage and to do what these people do. So I'm not about to kick someone when they're down. I'm not about to make fun of someone when they're down. But that was a hell of a knockout, and this is now King Green's third. And knowing the UFC, I don't know a lot of people that have been on 3 consecutive losses and are still with the organization. Amanda Lemos and I don't know if it's Lasmin or Yasmin Lucindo also went the distance. If I'm being honest, it was a lackluster fight. Nothing really happened. No knockdown, no. There's some sort of submission attempt, but it wasn't really fruitful. It was just a desperate throw up. And I guess for Lucindo, it's just sort of a wake up call to say there's levels to this thing. And I think she found out. Moral victory is she went the distance and she can just pick up from there, dust herself up, and not be bewildered. And then Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This was sort of a surprise for me. I thought Jalen Turner was gonna, I don't know, put up more of a fight. I don't know. He was just didn't look like himself, but also the fight didn't really take that long for us to know what was going on. I mean, he wanted to retire, and luckily they talked him out of it. I believe he's 29 years old. So, I mean, he has power in his hands. It was just a bit, what do you call it? The opposite of careful. Yeah, he was a bit reckless in terms of that triangle was almost in, because how you defend a triangle is it's either both your hands are in or both your hands are out. You can't leave one hand in. And that's exactly what he did. His leg was trapped, and Bahamundes just completed the move, and then I could just see the squeeze, and I was like, wow, this is actually locked in, and he's going to tap. And he did tap, and I understand how frustrated he was, and hence the retirement talk. But I feel like Turner still has a lot to offer. I think he should maybe be moving up because I don't see anyone beating Islam anytime soon. And lightweight might be the most stacked division. And I mean, he's a big lightweight as well. I'm not just saying it for him to run away from competition or whatnot. I don't think any of these guys do that. But for more opportunities, cutting weight and all those things. And I mean, go back and address the thing that made you lose, and then you should be fine. Has a pretty good chin, also like lands really solid shots. But Ignacio Bahamundes, the star keeps rising. I mean, it's three finishes in a row now, and it's quite interesting to see what he's gonna do next, especially if his ground game is the way it is. I mean, he's been throwing like shots from the bottom, and he was landing, was hurting Jalen. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he wants to do next. And he seems like a pretty decent person, so that's also nice. And then we saw Justin Gaethje back with Rafael Fiziev, and Justin Gaethje pretty much picked up from where he left off since the Max Holloway fight before that, because he knocked out Dustin Poirier and he landed a couple of head kicks that Rafael Fiziev just ate. And I did say that it's really hard to put away someone like Rafael Fiziev. The fight went the distance, but he scored a knockdown, so that was really, really cool. And then the last fight, Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. I mean, nobody really expected Alex to be champion forever. I mean, that's just the game. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but I'm not pretty convinced that Alex lost that fight. I'm also not convinced that he won it either. But looking at some of the scorecards, they were kind of ridiculous. But that's what we have grown to know about the judging in MMA. Sometimes they get things way wrong. I don't think Ankalaev did enough to beat Alex. I thought when he knocked him down partially, that was going to be a 10-8 round, but it wasn't. And there was just more... there was a lot of exchanges. I think Alex was landing harder shots, but that's neither here nor there. I think it's interesting to see what Alex wants to do next. And like he said, he feels like he doesn't have a lot of time left. I mean, he's 37 or 38 now, and in MMA that is pretty late. And it speaks to him as a person, how he's able to keep going with the younger generation. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. What did you think of the fights? How did you score them? And please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great week. Peace.